Well, Blake's not with us this week. He's over at his mom's, but he said he still wanted to be with us and part of the bedtime stories. So we have the pictures of him with us like he requested. Hopefully he's at his mom's house having a good time and watching this. Chapter 3, The Black Spot. The next afternoon, I stopped to bring the captain some cooling drinks and medicine. He was lying very much as we had left him the day before. Although he was still weak, he seemed excited. "Jim," he said, "you're the only one here that I can depend on. You know that I have given you a silver coin every month I've been here. I'm pretty low now, but do you think you could bring me a glass of rum?" I tried to tell him what the doctor had said, but he dismissed it as it was nonsense. As he talked and tried to convince me how badly he needed the rum, his voice grew louder. I was thinking only of my father who needed quiet, and I agreed to get him the rum if he would be still. Then he asked me how long the doctor said he would be in bed. When I told him it would be at least a week, he looked angry. "Thunder," he cried, "a week's more than I have. They will have the black spot on me by then. I won't let him get me this time, I swear to it." As he was speaking, he tried to get out of the bed, but he collapsed in weakness. "Jim," he said, "that black dog, he was a bad one, but there are worse out there to get me. Now if I can't get away, they'll tip me the black spot. Mind you, it's my old sea chest that they're after. You get on a horse and go to tell that doctor. Tell him to send all the men he can find here to the inn. All of old Flint's crew will be here." I was Flint's first mate, and I am the only one who knows where it is. He gave it to me as he died, but don't tell this to anyone unless they give me the black spot or you see Black Dog or that man with one leg. None of this made any sense to me at all. I asked him again and again what the black spot was and who Flint was, but he slowly drifted into sleep. I scarcely had time to think about what the captain had told me when my poor father in the other room took a turn for the worse and suddenly died. My sadness, the visits of our friends, and all the details of the funeral made me forget my strange conversation with the captain. So things passed into the day after the funeral. At about 3 o'clock, I was standing at the door, full of sad thoughts about my father, when I saw someone coming towards the inn. He was obviously blind, for he had tapped in front of himself with a stick and wore dark glasses over his eyes. He was hunched over and wore a huge, tattered sea cloak with a hood. I never saw a more dreadful-looking creature. He stopped a little ways from the inn and said in a sing-song voice, "Will someone tell a poor blind man where or in what part of this country he is in?" I told the man that he was the Admiral at the Admiral Benbow Inn in Black Cove. With that, he asked me to show him inside. When he gripped my hand, he told me on a like. When he gripped my hand, he held on like a vice and pulled me close to him. "Now, boy," he said, "take me to the captain." I tried to refuse, but he gave me a wrench that made me cry out. Then, holding me in his firm iron grasp, he made me lead him upstairs to the sick man's room. When the captain raised his eyes, I saw them. When the captain raised his eyes, I saw in them a look of fear and weakness. He tried to rise, but did not have the strength. "Now, Bill, sit where you are," said the blind man. "Even though I can't see you, I can hear you move a finger. Now you, Jim, take his left hand and bring it close to mine." We both obeyed him to the letter, and I saw him pass something from his hand to the captain's hand. "And now that's done," said the blind man, and he walked slowly out of the inn. I could hear his sick tap, tap, tapping in the distance. It was some time before either I or the captain seemed to gather our senses. When I let go of his wrist, he drew in his hand and looked into the palm. 10 o'clock, he cried. 6 hours. I'll escape them yet." And he sprang to his feet. As he did this, he grabbed at his throat, swayed for a moment, and then fell with a loud thud upon the floor.